Oh shit. Okay, I think I'm in. It says I'm streaming and recording. Let me. Oh my god, wait, now I'm scared. Okay. Let's boot up Disco, and then I have another monitor here that I want to be able to see myself on, just to make sure that nothing's going wrong, because I don't have anybody to talk to about this. I know how to spell my username. A-D-U-C, and then there's 2 T's. And the search bar thinks I'm just misspelling aqueduct. Can I try my YouTube studio on my phone, maybe? It's doing things, it's doing things. No, can I try youtube.com on my phone? If this isn't working, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. No. Oh god, I'm opening up my banking app. Oh god. I'm so close. I'm almost there. The loading screen is here. I'm looking for my little, right now for the cheapo profile picture. Wait, no. Not input. Output. Capturing my audio. No, it's input. No, stupid. Okay. This is working. Delete one of them. Yes. Delete the other one. Okay. Should be working now. Hello. Hello. Nope. Hello. Da-da-da-da. What? Yeah. I'm just gonna stop the stream and see if I can. Oh! We can finally hear us 5 minutes in. Okay. God, that's embarrassing. Okay. Let's see. Alright. No, not even 5 minutes in. 8 minutes in. Even worse. Alright. And now you should hear the audio fine. I'm not gonna close that next time. Full screen. And then new game. For those of y'all that don't know me, I have actually played through Disc Elysium before, definitely. And I really enjoyed it, and I have consumed so much Disc Elysium content that my brain is, melted. It's so bad. I really wanted to, talk, or be able to talk through, my thoughts and feelings on it, because there's a lot of, good juice in there that I just don't get to, Shall we sacrifice intellect or sleeping? I know it's terrible. It's just random. Just bounce it all around. Threes everywhere. We are the most average person in the world. That's gonna be it. Okay. So I actually kinda like that. Oh, I really heavily considered as well doing, there's a mod you can download where you're able to, max out all of these stats automatically. And that's pretty nice, that's pretty cool. But, some of the most, fun and funny, stuff you'll get out of Disco is in its failures. And I think it also speaks to some of the experience, it's more authentic if you play it, like, being dealt with the cards that you have. That being said, I will try my best while playing to avoid spoilers and give y'all as authentic reactions as possible. Because it's also been like a couple of months since I've played, and so I've got a lot of the details. What do I want for my signature? I like Half-Light's funny, Shivers is funny. When I played last time, I maxed out, like, I had high focus and steady intellect, so I want to lean more towards physique and motorics. I think I might go to composure. Yeah, fuck it. Conceptualization's good too, though, shit. Last time I believe my signature was empathy, but yeah, I'm gonna do composure. I want almost a fresh new experience. I want this to be new eyeballs on everything. It's my favorite. Fun fact about that book, the original, like, title for the book that inspired this game, I'm gonna say, it might be this game itself, was, like, What Stupid Fury, or something like that, but they had to change it, because, like, opening testing audiences, or whatever they had for it, was, like, for a reason.
There is nothing. Only warm, primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Fun fact. When I first played through this, I thought that the ancient reptilian brain was, like, something to be funny. Like, we have a little lizard in our brain or something. There is a genuine part of our brains, the lower part, that operates like basic plumbing, telling us when we need to pee, your heart rate's going too fast, now slow it down. Like, the most basic set of instructions that every single mammal, animal, reptile has. That biologists and behaviorists and neurologists call the reptilian brain. So, it's really interesting to me that the reptilian brain sort of soaks in all of this delicious, death-like absence of everything.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
And obviously he really enjoys it. Which is even more interesting because you think your basic instincts would want you to survive and live and do things.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
It's also really interesting that, like, the core plumbing of our brain is still focused on, or has, like, input from our feelings about our ex-wife.
Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
This one is one of my favorite starting posts. Like, when I first played this game, I knew I was going to be super committed to it, because who says out loud, who types that and thinks that I, like, hate it, burn, right, and wanting things when I totally don't want to give it to me. Like, we all think it, but we never say it.
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
The limbic system is also the part of the brain that's on top of the ancient reptilian brain. It's the one that does a little bit more detailed plumbing, it's shared with more mammals. It's a little bit more
Fear
specific.
and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. An evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Sounds like the limbic system is feeling pretty insignificant here.
Out, it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Infinitesimally small. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
The limbic system is pretty aggressive there. Interestingly enough, the part of our brains that tell us to be aggressive and violent as necessary for our survival is just as evolutionarily developed as the part of our brains that tell us how to cooperate and who to get along with and how to get along with them. But yeah, just focusing on the survival skills is sad.
It is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. You lost.
I didn't notice this in the first playthrough, but our underwear is so dirty that it blends in with our skin. Like, oh god, that is pretty bad. So check out all these fun textures. Let's go to pants first. Like,
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
lovely. Put these pants on. Oh wait, shit, I forgot. Already put them on. Let's get a shirt on. Something like that. Too. Let's check our fingers. Do some brownie here. A magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what the size bottle. Just a second. It looks like someone tore out the tape all the songs playing. Walking into take songs were a little bit more popular and common. I don't think I've seen one in real life. Honest to God. Let's take that. Let's check out what's playing. It's still on rolling empty. So what that tells us is that we have the gall and the impulsivity to gut this game. tape, like, which is massive by the way now I'm looking at it. But we didn't have the resources for the fine line to just turn it off. We wanted to kill it. That's alright, first check.
This fan
Here we
has
go.
two
This
chemical
is scary.
switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking
It's
to
a
a
lot
halt.
easier for us.
It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Playing through this a couple of times, or just watching a lot of it, will tell you that there's a lot of imagery about Harry hanging himself. And you see the beginning of it with really horrific necktie, you know. But even from the beginning, the dialogue is centered around, like, this idea of death. The ancient reptilian brain is like nothing. It's like stay inside of this understimulating darkness, which is sleep parallel to death, parallel to dying. And as we're looking at Harry's little profile picture here, you can see like these little gray angles here. His eyes look caved in. The shape of his mouth is dark and gash, and it looks like stain of red on his nose. Like, that's skull. It looks like a skull. It looks like his brain was exposed.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burn
let's
a hole in
slow
your
down.
brain. Your
Try.
eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
We're hungover. Be done. Let's check out our beloved
The
window
window
here.
stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Depends with the green and the orange. There's a lot of green and orange in here. Yeah, like when I started out, I didn't notice that when I first played.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Something you've done before.
This one's interesting. From the beginning of this dialogue, or like this, I'm gonna call these dialogues when the objects and people and voices speak to us. But like from the beginning, the assessment starts, and then it comes to the realization of, wait, why am I doing this way? What am I doing? Blah blah blah. It kind of gives us a subtle pushing envelope of Harry's been doing this for so long, it's second nature.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture.
Obviously, he's good at it.
You're looking for
Visual
something
artists.
heavy,
Like, you don't
larger
even
than your
need
fist.
to really, like, pass a particularly difficult check in order to get this information. And your average person would not be thinking about, you know, like which side of the glass is on, and if there's some extra shards towards us, telling us that there's an object pulled back, and all these kinds of things, or the size of the object compared to the size of the fragments
Like
of the
the green
glass.
shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally,
Or
is
would
missing
you
its
notice that?
friend.
Probably. But Harry does, because it's actually smart.
You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
this is interesting here, the 3 different dialogue choices we have. And I promise I'm going to be talking less, like, as it goes on, but in the beginning, I want to, like, snatch onto these, like, early hints of, what we can pick up about, our main character and, like, the kind of playstyle that we established so early on. That kind of stuff. Like, number 1 is some dismissal of the avoidance, like, we don't want to take credibility for the window. Which is a very common reaction a lot of times, especially, like, if you've been drinking the night before and you don't remember what happened in the morning, it is very easy to slip into, oh, I didn't do that because I didn't remember it. And of course you won't think that you've done it if you don't have that memory. It's hard for us to take accountability for something that we don't have, like, the recollection of. And the second one is just immediately solving the problem. Like, just being a go-getter, kind of putting your feelings seconds and logic first. And then the last one is, like, this stoic explanations, like, a different kind of avoidance, I guess. Like, it's acknowledging that we caused the problem, or it's throwing the problem away. Like, I guess you could tell me, because I can hear you. Let's go get
Cold wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
What else we gotta do? We have the bathroom. Oh wait, no, let's get our shoe first. I should probably do what I say I'm gonna do. We have 1 foot going for us. Talon is shirt. We are almost fully clothed. I'm so proud of us. You're next to be the first and one. One thing that is interesting, I don't know, I feel like with alcoholics, like, drinking becomes more of a mission than an enjoyment. So they usually abandon wine and beer pretty quickly. Or like stuff that tastes good for flavor or something with a higher alcohol content, because it's not about enjoying yourself, it's about getting drunk. And usually with like way far ahead alcoholics, or like really in the deep end of the pool, you won't see them drinking beer or wine unless it's in a performance sense. Like, they're going out and you don't want to order, like 3 shots of vodka. So instead they'll be like, wine. 2 glasses, 3 glasses. Oh, you know what? Just bring me the whole bottle. Like, it'll be close to that. What else do you have? The door, of course. Let's open it. Let's go here. Be excited, guys. We're gonna see your
bent and
face.
broken sink.
A fierce discharge of masculine energy. Someone has ripped half the faucet off. Oh, man.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline.
It's funny how we only get so violent with masculinity when we're looking at ourselves instead of, with the record player.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the... Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Here we go again with like 3 different options. that display like 3 different kinds of way of coping with something that makes us anxious. Like, first one is, yeah, we're trying to solve the problem, but approaching it in this sense with the I don't care sense is less problem solving and more recklessness. Meanwhile, the second one is more logic oriented, more like closer to problem solving this time. And then the last one is just straight up avoidance or fear, like flight. That's
Yeah,
so far we're being pretty.
there is definitely
logical.
something wrong with it.
That's
Where to even
wrong.
begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I can apologize just for having that face. Like, we apologize to the mirror.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your
I
face.
feel like shit
It
right
hurts
now.
when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it. Behold.
I remember the first time seeing this, I actually was like, ooh! Because I didn't expect this screen change to be like this. And at first, like, she was just like, the reds and the violets of it. Everything else sticks out. But I don't know if I've just gotten used to it, but second playthrough, he doesn't look that bad. Like, he is definitely isn't like a conventionally attractive man. He's got looking mutton chops that connects into a mustache on his beard and his hair. And you can see his face is just stained red. His eyebrows are enhanced. His hair again is. Yeah, I'm focused on my hair. It's so greasy. But, you know, there's a little sparkle.
You
Like
have
this.
no idea who this thing is, do you?
Obviously, we've acknowledged our alcoholism.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Mary, you're so mean to us.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
I feel like we've been pretty passive towards this mirror.
Oh my
I'm trying
God.
to stop, I guess.
You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
First playthrough. I think I picked this one. I'm trying to compose myself looking at this expression now. See, these are all kind of just not great. I mean, superstardom. I don't think we think that highly of ourselves. The mirror definitely doesn't. There's some avoidance with the indescribable face where I guess we're still kind of in shock at how bad we are. And then the suggestive look is probably the truth, I guess. Our character ends up being very oriented around, like, sexuality in a lot of different contexts. Number 4 is very introspective and self-aware for someone who has just tried to literally drown himself in alcohol. And then number 5 is even more so. I feel like we're not being nice to each other, ourselves right now. Like, that's a little bit, like, more self. pathetic and small and a baby, and it's just outright, like,
You
addressing
are
it.
correct.
These are all both white checks. If you didn't know, white checks can be redone at any time. As long as you...
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Might as well.
It's too late.
Yeah.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Terrible. Check out this. Yeah, fine. Sure. Stacey looks but it's short bit over something about attenuators, signal smallest church in 6 minutes to first month the wrong way. Probably does. The label says that it was reported in 43. There's also pill bottles here that you can't interact with. I wonder if they're empty or not. Right here, I need to scooch through a little bit. This is getting kind of sad. I don't know what's going on. Out the door. Come up. Beautiful, thank you. Rubber shawls in control. Centrifuge, black ice warning. There's cash money. Last playthrough, I thought that money was going to play a much larger role in gameplay, so I scrapped up every single set I could and ended up getting like a specific ending because of it that was totally different than my behavior. So I'm gonna try to like conservative as possible, I guess, while not being pretty.
There they both are. 2 identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on like 2 baby crocodiles.
Oh, it's actually so kind of cute.
They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
You know what? Probably getting sticky fair now. Oh. Trumpets. It's so beautiful. Right, that was recorded in 53, and it is 51. That means the record is only 8 years old. Good for us. Shout out to one of my favorite ladies here.
Raises a cigarette to her lips.
Gosh, she's gorgeous. I mean, look at this. There's this beautiful orange that blends into her hair with a little green highlights in the hair itself and blue highlights in the background. It's so simple. She's got beautiful cheekbones. And those massive bangs would not work on anybody.
Her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
This is Socrates, and also probably Stoical. It's
I am,
pretty
yes.
nice to cross.
And
I
what's even
can't
feeding us a set of very well rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days, on official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Last playthrough. This red check here. I failed it. Even though my suggestion was pretty high, because I invested in the purple stats. So embarrassing. We're gonna go through the other
Could
dialogue
it be
options,
because of the drinking?
and then let's just see what happens.
Don't be so
It's
harsh
scary.
on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Claudia, girl, that's still true today. That's sad.
Try the expression. Come on, why are you still doing this?
Oh my god, I'm excited. Just bloated, a goner, and still just the longing ever stops.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
Girl, have you noticed this line before? That's interesting about raising testosterone levels in men. I don't know if it's true. I'll have to look it up. I believe it though.
She puts out her cigarette.
Oh girl, no, come back. No, come back. Please, we're close.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes. You're a cop, Harry. It is unnatural of you not to want to ask questions.
Oh my god. Harry's name is supposed to be a spoiler that you found out like a while into the gameplay. But we actually speak calls as Harry like it's second nature. That's interesting.
Yes?
I think these are new questions. Seems like I couldn't tell you for sure, but according to my spotty memory, we don't get to ask these questions with Claudia. When we first meet her, we're definitely not this like composed with her or put together with her. I mean, if we failed the expression check, we would have eventually just ended up telling her, "I want to have fun with you," and she would have made us say it twice and then left, which is speaks a lot to her character already. And would have been beautiful, but I'm glad I got to avoid the embarrassment.
You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Yeah?
Those words tell me something else. Feel like something you've said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Inland Empire gives me the impression that it's like the accumulation, the conclusion we went to after all the events in our past. Like, I don't know if I have a better way to phrase that. Actually, I might tell you all about that more specifically later.
One. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one. Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Girl, you're right about that too.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Okay, word.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
We never got to see her sing if we failed that check. That's really sweet. And then we look out, as well as like two very contradictory answers. Like, are we going to be hopeful, pessimistic frozen?
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean a cool way,
Yes.
like a wild beast?
It was very cool.
Thank you. Thank you, pleasure. I appreciate that.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. This is the only thing that, like, addresses
The
our
window
behavior.
was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It surprised me to hear this. It is. See.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
God, what a line. She does tell us that if you didn't pass the expressions check.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Girl, leaving the house at 5 a.m. You crazy.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Bye, honey. I love you. Never change. Can we smoke one of these? A long stub, yeah.
You should
Pick it up.
take that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Absolutely.
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them, blam. Instantly a cool renegade man, a mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Oh, okay. Last playthrough as well, I was a big listener of like volition and self-restraint, so I want to explore more of our more impulsive sides before everything gets concluded. There he is. Ooh, he's so young. I love him. That's my boy. Isn't he so cute? Love karaoke, by the way.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song.
And yet, Inland Empire
you would need
is
another
still
copy
mean
of the
for
tape
us.
first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
We are going to get to talk to our cafeteria manager in a second. But fun fact, actually, my first playthrough, I talked to the cafeteria manager, and then I tried to leave immediately because I wanted to see what would happen if I tried to leave without that guy, and the game just doesn't let you.
Hello, sweetie.
He just starts tapping. Kim just starts tapping his foot aggressively. It's great.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
I don't think the colors in this game have assigned meanings. I think that the combination of green and orange is definitely Harry's motif. I think that Kim's red and orange bomber jacket is very iconic, but Kim's main color being one of Harry's main colors, I think it's a hint to something. Also, for those of you that aren't obsessed with this game like I am, a lot of the other character designs had a lot of options that they drew a broad spectrum of what each character could look like. It kind of narrowed it down on which they felt assigned the best image to personality. Meanwhile, Kim, they got 2 tries, boom, character down. You barely see any alternative images of Kim, any alternative designs for this character, because they just perfected it day one. And one thing that's so perfect is this beautiful ring of just blinding white light behind him. You can see, Kim has very angular features, body-wise. His shoulders are, coming to points, and he's got these high cheekbones, and this nose with a lot of angles, and his forehead is crinkled, and he's got a clean cut on the side shave. But he has these softening, circular glasses, and this pin he's got, and I'm losing my train of thought here. But, I like how there's, even though he's such a sharp, angled character, there's circles here.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? He is your half-brother.
Beautiful.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Y'all ready for this one?
Concentration makes you squint your
I failed
eyes.
the shark last
Your
time. I'm
name
excited to
should
see
be
the new
deep gold
answers.
and orange,
Last
like a
time,
forest fire looming on
usually
the horizon, but mixed with the
conversationally
stench of liquor
fumbling,
rising
and
from
then
your breath.
eventually
You're
saying I don't
2
know my
steps
name.
closer to
Kim,
it, but there are
dismissing
still
it and not
many to
believing
go.
us, because how else are you supposed to react? It is going to let's
Okay
trust.
then.
Right? Like he just
It looks like we
truly
had a
doesn't give
little
a fuck
scheduling error on
about
Sunday.
whatever we got going on
Saturday
right now.
too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
His obliviousness and just the lack of shame around it is so fake sometimes.
Right. And the interviews?
Yeah,
Good.
yes.
But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Sure. But did you take it down from the tree? So the body is still in the...
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
I don't know if you want to say, like, oh, dead body is him, so...
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Chad, if y'all ever had the displeasure of being around a dead body, luckily the ones I've been around are not human, so I'm going to give you a species-specific take. But they smell so bad, and all of the, if y'all get grossed out easy, y'all can mute your mics for like the next 2 minutes. But, like, maggots and flies and fruit flies and butterflies even just flock to the area because they can sense the air quality or the smell or whatever it is that something is rotting, and they do to extract all nutrients as possible from that thing. And it's just so obvious. It's so nasty. Like, insects and bugs and whatever is eating at it will gut it from the inside out. So they're looking more for, like, the organs and the stuff under the skin, but not the bones or anything. So once they find an entry point, they usually eat it from the inside there, because the skin isn't as, like, nutritionally valuable, I guess. So a lot of times you'll see, like, an entry point and just complete, like, scooped clean carcass. Gross.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. After you, officer.
Scooter take.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Oh.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Let's not lie.
Losing your
Let's not be an
identification
obvious
card
liner.
is a
At least.
serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can...
Blah, 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 blah. Let's take down the dead body first. One of my favorite characters is over there. Actually, just objectively my favorite character. Let's see. Head at this way. Let's take a peek at things.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case-related, you think. Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover. No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Smart Days even have street sweepers. Is that something that public service they have access to? Because, from my understanding, infrastructure is next to null. Oh, here he is. Look at these lovely, lovely children. So cute. So
There are
innocent.
several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear? What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Noted.
I love that Kim has a little notebook. I forgot about his little notebook. He writes everything in there. The way to the good man. I'm gonna talk to the kid first. Let's talk to the kid first. You see anything? Mr.
Kuno's got
My
this.
favorite. Thank you so much, Kuno. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like, model we've got here, first of all. His only idle animation being spreading his arms in defiance and an invite to conflict. It's so funny. Oh, and then we've got this, like, harsh lighting. Interestingly enough, it seems to be less, like, painted here. Like, the lines are more solid. Meanwhile, it, like, Harry's and Kim's, it looks less like shapes coming together, more like paint strokes coming together. Kuno's eyes, you can see the bottom, of, like, his sclera is exposed, and he looks very, like, bug-eyed, and these freckles and this short hair give him a kind of youth as well. And his little buck teeth just barely poking out. His face looks rounder in the image than it does in the 3D modeling. And that's not really, I don't know, it's just an objective observation, I guess. I don't have really to go off of that. But I also like that his ears are beet red compared to his skinny, malnourished, pale little face. Just everything about it, like, speaks like feral child, I think. So, like, his clothes don't even fit him. Like, this shirt is all wrinkled, and these big old pants on his skinny little legs, and maybe his shoes fit. They might be a size, like, too small. He looks like he's got tiny little feet. And then this jacket that he's wearing, like, these sleeves are huge on his skinny arms, and then his hands look ginormous. He's probably having some weird growth spurts around now. I'm guessing he's, like, 13.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
And we're immediately mentally mean to him.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
I never find out what that word means. I don't even want to try to say it. Her design, she's got less shapes going on. Her, like, she looks more like paintbrushes. You've got these dark circles under her eyes that are similar to Kuno's, but they're also shaded by, like, these thick, dark eyebrows. And she's got, her little beanie going on with just little tufts of hair poking out that look like they're almost tucked back in again by, like, her jacket. Like, she seems so much more guarded. You can see these, like, brush strokes sort of on her cheekbones that add to the, I don't know, like, heroine child sleeping under a bridge type look. Like, she looks much less innocent and feral, so much more is, like, just, like, shoved into adulthood.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
And he's coping so well. with living in this society, in this terrible environment where dead bodies hanging out. He's throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Forgot that we immediately caught he was on drugs too. I'm guessing some kind of
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
What's interesting is that I don't remember clocking at all if Kuno S was ever on drugs.
Kuno's riding it, see?
Yeah, he's definitely on some sort of amphetamine or uppers. I mean, the sweating and the activity.
Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno! The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Oh, well.
The fuck are you talking about? He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
That's actually the opposite of what I'm saying. I forget how much this little girl throws around the F slur.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Good job, Kuno. The only thing you have to lose is
We
change.
shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
He sounds like he's about to enter a Disney Channel dance fight with us.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
I don't have questions.
Fucking idiot Mulkapa. Doesn't know any questions.
I don't know what that word means either.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
This one's interesting too, the way he says that the way he quips about his little wooden choo-choo. That's a clear mockery of innocence and childhood, I think, which is crazy because he's 13 or something. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he was even younger.
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed. Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant
Kuno
takes
is
a quick note.
very
in
strong
his
in what he
notebook.
does and doesn't know.
It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Oh, interestingly enough, a marker of stunted development or difficulty in childhood is referring to himself in third person or self-talk past the appropriate age, which the appropriate age is toddler, and he's clearly past that.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda,
You're
bangs
12,
for
don't say you're
Revisho.
bacon.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape! Help! He's got the Kuno! Help!
I can't do this anymore, actually.
Get out
I
of
gotta
here
go.
before the Kuno beats the shit out. Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Is Kuno gonna
Bang!
fuck us or we fucked him?
Got
What?
fucked by the Kuno. We alright? You wanna get fucked again? Come back.
Ooh. Okay.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
The deep purples here that show the blood pooling to the bottom of his face and then to the lower part of his body, and then the paleness up above. just this jarring yellow line we've got here. It's such a
You
beautiful
seem to be holding your
little
breath.
profile picture or something.
A cargo belt twists its neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostril.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Alright, we're gonna feel this so bad.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes
Let's get out of here. Careful with those. Yeah. Yes.
Too late. It's impossible to, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Keep it.
The instinct to be so dismissive towards Kim immediately is so
The
jarring to me. I could
making this worse for you.
imagine. Like,
You could use some ammonia to clear
I
your
tried, I think, a while back after my first playthrough to do like a playthrough where I was mean to Kim, and I think I actually tears came out of me. I was so upset about it. I couldn't do it.
If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Oh god, Kim's
There
endurance
is
is higher than
forest
ours.
nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she
Alright, let's scan the area a little bit more before we get out of here. Grab our stuff.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because it's nice and orderly. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
I forgot what I was going to say in that part about the Empire. God damn.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me! Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
She's not funny, but
Looks
she's
like
so
it's time
funny.
for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
Like, you can tell by the way she says it and the fact that she's not, trying to leave or just, screaming like she was on Kuno's behalf earlier, that she doesn't think she's in any actual, danger, that she's really just trying to provoke some kind of reaction out of all of us and maybe expressing a little genuine anxiety, but not enough to act on it. I think this is more defense. Because she's behind this fence and she has it backed away from us, so she still
What's
feels
going
some
on
level
there?
of safety.
Fuck are you trying to pull, pig? Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see what happens when you corner me.
And they're still such kids,
This trash container
profane
is locked.
kids.
There's something in there. Not the body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell.
trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
Oh god.
Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage. Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling Inn.
I want to use the pry bar. I like how childish, in a sense, that Harry is about having these, like, fun tools to play with, like the pry bar, and as we collect other items, like, a lot of the dialogue options kind of point to a cute little innocent attachment to them. Alright.
Old call box with a matrix
down.
of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. An off-key melody starts.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
I have a lot of feelings about this woman. We can talk about her later.
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. All you hear is static, but no one answers. You ring the doorbell, but you wait for a minute or two. But all you get looks like someone has melted. You hear static from the intercom speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Conceptualization, I know, is just voicing like a... so you can get a mental image of the static effect. But this ends up being a little hit for...
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster.
Woman, you know how it is.
No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
The second one is so sweet and kind of hints to like our past and how Harry like approaches his problems and how he probably has avoided people or ghosted people in the past because he's been going through a tough time, and I wonder if he said these exact words before to somebody else,
Ever since I came
or
to
if he's wanted to but never actually said it.
as if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read silence. No one's home. At Fortress accident, silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No one answers you. This button looks new, but someone.
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Interestingly enough, these dozen options for who to pin down also kind of hints to the future plot point that there's a lot of failing businesses in this building. Like, there's been a lot of in and out businesses in this building that have had seen little success. So to start from here.
Yes?
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to him. We'll do that later.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Oh, this character ends up fulfilling a different role in a couple of days. I think in less than 2 days. So her picture, I think it changes a little bit because if I remember correctly, she has an outfit change. She has loose gloves. She looks so cute in this one though. Like, she's satin is giving us kind of like her brows slightly furrowed, her lips are a little pierced, she's looking awkward at us, and we're seeing the bottom part of her eyes, but it's less in a aggressive way than Kuno's is. Her face is a little bit more relaxed than that. Her face is, bone structure-wise, is a little bit rounder. It's still got these nice high cheekbones that everybody in this damn game has, except for fucking Harry. Nice, gentle tones we've got going here. I like that her lighting isn't this green. Probably because we're seeing her as a gardener. But, I don't know, it's just a really nice, cute, unassuming portrait.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Sure, I'm done with it.
And she's so sweet. She just gives up the ammonia without asking any questions.
It gave me a terrible headache. Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem.
She's very well composed. Back straight.
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. Okay. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She's so sweet to us. And she's also very, put together when talking to us. It's... gloves. Bam. It's really interesting to see that from, anybody in Martinez, because most of the time they're either, confrontational or concerned or, who the hell are you? Why are you a cop in our town? That, clearly, according to every hint around, is not a band class. Nobody really approaches us like they like us here. Kim starts out, his attitude is neutral, but there's a clear, camaraderie there with the the brotherhood we have in the police realm, but like
Hello,
Kuno's sort of delicately aggressive towards us, Bart's sort of confrontational towards us, all for good reason. Like, we have not been the greatest visitor to their city. But the gardener, like, it surprises me that she is sweet as well as, like, put together. Because for the rest of her character, like, being put together and composed and confident, like, makes sense. She's turns out to be very well educated. And, like, law, so of course she would be comfortable around the police. She knows exactly what we can and can't do. But just being, like, just straight up nice, you know, like, it just adds a little sweetness to her character.
Why, you are, officer. And have you
And the
found
name is just
anyone?
the most kind person ever. I'm done with the mating rituals this time around. Oh my god. I forget to leave Flora with her.
Rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you.
I wish Lena was like my
I
mom.
suppose all of us do it one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair, and how you like to hold the feet is so funny and clever. It's almost childlike in a way. Like, it kind of reminds me of how whenever children see, like, someone with a disability or someone with, like, a visible ailment or difference on the street, like, their first instinct is to point it out and to walk up to them and be like, what's that about? Like, if they're missing a leg or they're walking around with a cane, you know, an 8-year-old will be like, why is there a stick where your leg should be? Because they're just curious. The way that Harry says, you seem to be in a chair.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegic.
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
I also look at her little twiddling her little thumbs. So cute.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
And she's very patient with us.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, let's stick with some jokes first.
Sequence killers? Oh my.
A partner who'll need you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
We can have two partners, Kim. You don't own us.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Yeah, sorry.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Oh. That's really upsetting, actually.
Perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad. Oh my. You know where we are, right?
This is really interesting. Like stance dancing? There's something to be said about the feeling of like that yourself and everyone around you is less of a live person and more of a ghost all just haunting each other. It's a really morbid and just depressive way of looking at everything. And a war zone at the edge of the world is that's actually true, sure. It's less about like people and more about how he feels about the environment. If he had a little bit more knowledge politically, like saying this would make more sense. Right now, with the context that we have, the only war that we're fighting is against ourselves. At the edge of our own little world, which it would still make sense for us to say, but this is more self-thinking, meaning while it makes sense still in the larger socio-political context of Revachol.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
She's so patient.
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be, how would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
The spring of 51 is closely true. It said that on the doors earlier that the summer doors were closed for winter, and the calendar said March of 51. I have no idea where we got 973 from. Approaching the end times is a reference to some other being more we'll get into eventually. I'm wondering how old she thinks we are.
The year is 51, and spring has only just started.
She looks flustered, her hands smoothing out the creases in her blanket, even as she attempts to reassure you. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad?
Because the spirit's corpse just like we designed. We did not have like any investment in the skill last time I played, so I have no idea. Really, but I'm wondering if I like totally invested in this, but I just have like him.
This is taxing for you,
everything.
So I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we
Like
living under?
it's the dictatorship of the proletariat. Fun fact, you can't have a dictatorship of the proletariat. That's not how that works. Dictatorship requires a very small group of people sort of running everything in the proletariat, the entire working class. So at that point, it would be close to, I don't know, something else. Governed by phrase word to this closer to capitalism. This is just paranoid, complete denial of reality, and racism. Living under the cop machine. Let's just say it's kind of democracy.
Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have. Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Our first Half-Light interaction. Yay! I was hoping that we get more of Half-Light's commentary on Kuno just in general. Because I feel like conceptually that's the thought cabinet attribute that Kuno interacts with most, since he seems to be in fight or flight all the time. And I believe Half-Light is while closer to the fight. Instinct is like our fear, our defensiveness, survival, our fight or flight, more aggressive and animalistic sort of impulses being voiced for us. And I say that with a lot of negative connotation, but right now it's, interestingly enough, it's serving as a snapshot of what Lena is thinking right now. Like, this statement is empathetic. We understand that she's scared. She has come to understanding that we do have brain damage, and us talking that is something that takes a level of emotional intelligence, something that takes like an intuition, which you wouldn't think Half-Light has, but it's reading into the fear part of our brain. We need to be able to have a developed understanding of that fearful half-light, fight or flight part of our brain, in order to understand others.
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
Be patient with us, Ken. Please. Yeah, I want to be patient with us.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She's so unconditionally reassuring as well, which I think is really valuable. She kind of acknowledges her, lack of, she's not a therapist, she doesn't want to be that for us, but she'll give us this sort of, unconditional, again, a sense of reassurance and comfort. Like, she kind of immediately lets us know that if that's what we need, she's happy to provide it to a complete stranger, who's a grown man, and frankly kind of scary, in both his instability and just look at him.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. Of course, sweetie, I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm sorry, Rose, it's not your fault. Don't feel bad.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Okay, that's not a very nice or reassuring statement from Kim, but that's still a very intelligent one. It's an acknowledgement in the same way that Lena acknowledged that she's not, the best source of information for these complicated interpolitical matters, that he's also not a great source to understand, complicated interpolitical matters. He didn't say it as nicely, or as politely. And he hasn't really provided, any comfort so far. And that's not a dig on him. If you don't have the resources available or the willingness to provide endless and reassurance and comfort to a complete stranger. That doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a smart person. Someone who manages like the resources that they have available well. But it's different. It's not as like empathetic and giving and almost this like motherly kindergarten school teacher that I'm imagining Luna is. It's more mature and adult and ideal. And in a way, it's also like this clear establishment of boundaries to us. Like, it makes us want to look up to him a little bit more, because that kind of like consistency in values is really difficult to come by, not only in general, but by someone who has no values whatsoever. Like, Harry doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what's important to him, what's not important to him. And Kim, like, clearly stating these, clearly defining these, sticking by them. That's what we look up to. Like, no wonder we see this.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich.
I wish we saw Lena as
wealthy
saintly.
people are educated.
That'd be nice.
Though I
think
don't
that'd
know where
be-
you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I don't know. Her background's so neutral, it doesn't give us a lot to like work off of, other than these like very gentle blues, these very like green toned yellows, this soft expression with this little kind of quirky smile that she's got. Her character model has brown hair, and her like profile picture has blonde hair. Like, the blonde is almost the same shade as the fur on her jacket. Meanwhile, in her 3D model, her hair is brown and her jacket has like a very light color. And that's not me analyzing anything, that's just a statement. Like, I don't know.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
And she's still so sweet. I hate that she's her title is cryptozoologist's wife. I don't like that. She was introduced to us as cryptozoologist's wife. We met the cryptozoologist first, and then we met her. Like, it would make sense for that to be part of her, like her title. But right now, we don't know what cryptozoologist's wife means. We're just assuming that she's married to a cryptozoologist, but she, like, that's not the role that she fills for us. So, why is that in her title? Question mark. After we talk to this guy, I think I'm gonna finish the stream for now. So I'm getting fucking hungry. And thirsty.
He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Like, this is another portrait where the shapes are more clearly defined. Like the highlights on his forehead, like that is a rectangle. And the paint strokes are more so in the background. The soft purples with the purple-gray he's got in his sort of 5 o'clock shadow. Versus this, like, pale green question mark for the rest of his skin. And this dark, like, hue color gives him a very, like, damp sort of color palette with these really interesting, contrasting colors in the background. Makes sense for him to have an orange in the background, because, like, the wall behind him is orange. But the deep blue sort of brings his, like, person portrait color scheme into the background as well. Which I think, like, is very clever and is very valuable.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He's so tense.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Are you kidding me? It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
You're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this
Kim
name.
also saw happens in our orange as well. Yeah.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
Nice.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Great de-escalation skills, Kim.
Yes, of course.
Ingvar immediately just
I know
winds
it took us a
down.
while to arrive
That's
at the
impressive.
scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
We found out later that he only manages like 3 cafeterias. He's posturing a little bit here.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Like a police officer would is a little snippy, like we clearly wronged him. I don't know. I don't know if I have to say anything else about that, because it's kind
Get
of...
away, because none of your business. Extra fine. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
This is very touchy for him, as we'll find out in a second.
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
He is so proud of his 3 cafeterias, aka his, where did he say it? His many, many cafeterias. Like, many sounds like a dozen, maybe 2 dozen, maybe even multiple, like franchise. Maybe not. He managed 3 cafeterias.
Let's go.
Like, it's still a good number, but come on.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Yes.
What are you, a philosopher?
Fun fact, everybody's a philosopher. But yeah, sure,
Money
let's
is
see.
what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
So notice how he is explaining what we mean, or what we're asking for, in the same way that Lena was trying her best to explain the kind of questions that we had. But in this sense, like, not only his tone of voice, but you could see money is what grown-up people, like, implying that he's not grown up, like, implying that, like, his lack of understanding makes Harry more childlike. And referencing the 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra, in specific, also implies like a judgment for his drinking and smoking, which is appropriate. Yeah.
Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
And interestingly enough, he finds another way to demean us. This way is less direct, Like, he's carefully choosing his words when he says money is what grown-up people used to pay for things to make us feel young and small and insignificant for asking these questions. But when he says something more like this, where from your work, I don't know, you can take bribes, he's using filler words like, I don't know, and I guess. And then there's some pause here. He looks at the lieutenant and he's like, oh, I'll correct myself. I don't think cops take bribes. Which shows us that he doesn't think of Harry as a cop. He thinks of him as a cop. And that, in like a less direct way, also has guard, like, demeaning Harry, saying, I don't think that you're a real cop. I don't think that you're a real adult. When I am speaking formally, like, oh, I apologize, I'm speaking to Kim directly. And when I'm speaking informally with, are you serious? Just take bribes, I guess. We're speaking to Harry. Because he's a baby and doesn't understand anything.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
The tinge of sadness in his voice, like, it makes me feel more bad for him now. I mean, his lack of patience with us is not unjustified at all. As the player doesn't fully understand that yet. Like, we're still sort of collecting information rather than, like, thinking about the consequences of Harry's actions. But this is Gart sort of bending a little bit towards sympathy for us, because we're just so pathetic.
It is.
Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have.
Conceptualization is correct. The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have. For example, you know, I'm homeless and you ask me for $15. There's that evil. Or I'm homeless and you ask me to be housed because how dare I sleep on the street and you'll be arrested for that. Stuff like that.
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the
Oh god, is he gonna give us money?
That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
It's truly just two broke bitches against the world.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol.
You're under
That's
arrest.
60
It's
plus 40
so
plus
funny
30
to me.
equals 130
I can't
real.
do it.
And
You know,
you can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
From the bottom of your blue soul, a term emerges.
oh my god, why are all the checks I used to fail, I'm passing?
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Is this real?
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
Again, like I mentioned before, something alcoholics tend to do is when they forget about something, because they have no memory of it, to them it didn't happen, even if there's proof of it happening.
The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way. Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead. But I'm not giving you another room. No, not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this
I'll be
place
honest.
sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Last time I went the Hobocop route, which, you know, the Disco Elysium community shits a little bit on the Hobocop route. Nothing wrong with being a Hobocop. Sleep on a bench, like, make money as you can. That's cheap living right there. That's efficient living. um, People are faced with being homeless all the time. People sometimes don't have homes to go back to and have to become the Hobocop. And it's sad, and it's normal to want to not to think about it because that's a sad situation to be in, but it's not shameful. It's not something that needs to be shot on.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alright. That's kind of all I have for now. I gotta pee so bad. Thank you for listening and watching. Hopefully everything transfers over to YouTube fine, because if it doesn't, I'll be really embarrassed. Let's save real quick. Oh, God, I'm hungry too. I'm gonna eat an entire bag of Sham chips, just in case y'all were wondering. Dude. While we're waiting for Disco Elysium to close, y'all wanna leave comments on if I should do more commentary, or if y'all like the silent playthroughs, if I should be quiet. If y'all are a fan of Disco Elysium, if I should go back to Nocia, or I know it's 19th Station, I did the indie games. I actually kind of really enjoyed that. I might do that whether y'all tell me to or not. uh, you know, tell me what y'all think, what y'all like. The 11 of you out there that actually watch, and the 1 of you that subscribe. Shout out. Thank you so much, and have a good one. Bye.